Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I am simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music. All my own music except one song written for me. Most of it is modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping and bluesy songs. And I come on most weekdays at some point between 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. Try to be off by the latter, but obviously not likely to happen tonight. It's 6:10 basically now. But anyway, if you are new, I do hope you consider following. Your options are Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. You can do one or all. Hi, William. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Good to see you. But I especially encourage Twitter, if nothing else, because that's the only place where you can both watch and get my rare but important announcements. So following, and also, if you would, sharing the broadcast. Coming on live when you can. It's also great because it's nice to chat. I'm glad to hear that, William. I'm a little bit grumpy, so I'm so done. I had some bad news today. Nothing that is even worth mentioning, I guess, but just somebody that I was hoping I could hire to do something that I've been sort of counting on, I admit. It's like completely not available. And I've been sort of, so I'm just, and the options aren't good, and it's a situation where I don't even want to be doing it in the first place. Like there was going to be somebody else that I already had hired who was working on it, and then they have disappeared, it seems. So I'm starting from scratch, and I had somebody in mind, and they're not available. So I'm so done it is. In this song, I know it's not good. Wah, grumpy. In this song, I talk about dancing, and I had in mind this thing called the Whole Earth Festival that happens every year, or used to happen every year pre-COVID. And the website makes it look like it's happening in person this year, which is kind of scary and cool at the same time. But the concern is that they say on there they would have the schedule out. Aw, thanks, William. They say they would have the schedule for the event out a few weeks before the event, but the event is this weekend and there's no sign of the schedule. So I'm worried it may not be happening in person after all, or something's wrong. But anyway, this is the dancing part of the song is I'm thinking about that festival in my mind, and if all goes well, it will be this weekend, which will be good and bad. Good because I just would love to go again. Bad because I have no idea how we're going to keep it safe enough for us if we go COVID-wise. Thanks, William. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, I am so done. Such a helpful song. Okay, so, excuse me, I'm a little itchy on my nose. About A Willow in the Wind. A Willow in the Wind is about being flexible in the face of difficult things. How is your aunt doing, William? How is she doing today? This song talks about death, as you know, in part, but it also talks about happy things that are difficult, things that you chose that are difficult, things that we choose, people choose, I should say. Let me trim my fret fingernails real quick. You haven't heard anything else yet. Okay, well, we'll be hoping for the best. Maybe there'll be a turnaround. So were you pretty close to, well, I shouldn't say were, because, you know, she's still living so far as we know. I'm sure you would have heard if not, but were you pretty close to your aunt? Like, how often did you, what was your relationship with her? I'm interested in aunt relationships because I am an aunt, and I try to be very close with my. Yes, describe some of the, like, how often did you, because like I have one niece that, you know, I talk to periodically, and I have some nieces and nephews I never see. I hardly ever see it. Like Christmas every few years or Thanksgiving. They're older. I don't really have that kind of maternal relationship with them because they're just so much older, and then I have another person who's a niefling, because they go by they now, who was a niece, and they are I'm very, very close to them, and I've always been. Oh, did you spend a lot of time with her individually, or just physically live nearby and the whole family would visit with her? Let's see. No, let's turn this up a little bit. It's hot in here. Do you know what? It's 90 degrees today. What? You know, you can relate to that. You're in Arizona, right? You know what I'm talking about. Still, way too warm for early May, in my humble opinion. When my baby first latched on, I knew right then and there my whole life was gone. No time left to prepare. I panicked a bit at first, tried to make the job seem small, but I couldn't deny for long. My baby needed my all. I was gonna be needed like never before. No control over when or how. When I was needed, I'd be needed right now. And so I wanna be, long to be, let me be a willow in the wind, welcoming, adopting, accepting, a willow in the wind. Years later I can see babies will no more be not just a bad idea, but becoming an impossibility along the way, lost at sea. Not just emotionally, random days slammed with pain, nearly driving me insane. Something in me is breaking, ending like never before. No control over when or how. When we go right now. And so I wanna be, long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. passed away, I wasn't by his side. The nurse said, "Don't come yet," and said that he'd be fine. I know he wanted to go, I know he loved me so, I know he wouldn't have seen eye to eye, even with more time. But death had taken my daddy before we could even try again. No control over when or how. When we go right now. And so I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind, welcoming, adapting, accepting, a willow in the wind. There's a time to mourn what's lost, to struggle with what's changed, for tears and pain and more. But at the end of the day, for things I cannot change, or wouldn't even if I could, for things that can be hard, whether or not they are good. Hey, I wanna dance with what comes, dance like never before, with what I've lost and what I've gained, what will ever be the same. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind, welcoming, adapting, accepting, a willow in the wind, whether in parroting or raging or any tough thing, a willow in the wind. Yeah, I wanna be, I long to be, let me be a willow in the wind. Hi Carrie, how are you doing? I listened to that song, Claire's song, yes, and it made me realize just how personal her songs are and my songs. Like, I've just gotten so spoiled, if you will, by getting to sing my own songs, my own heartfelt feelings. Speaking of which, I am writing another song. I wrote a chorus. I shouldn't say wrote, I mean I did write, but I usually start with a melody, some words and a melody, and then start filling out the words from there. But I knew I wanted to write a song about, I had the idea of writing a song about the forest, and specifically it ended up being, oh, thank you, Carrie. Claire is more professional though, because she's doing this like full time, you know. And so I bow in deference to the queen of it all, for sure, for certain. But I appreciate you saying that. But it is truly awesome to sing your own song. Like, I imagine singing her song, and I thought, almost with horror, like, I couldn't sing that song. That's not my experience. And it's like, well, people sing covers all the time, right? But I don't. So, and I mean, I guess I do, but that is such a deeply personal song. I do around the house type of thing. Sorry, let me go back and see what you were saying there, William. She was pretty much close to all of us in your family. You went to trips to Palm Beach and Orlando. Oh, that's nice. Play World, and it was like Toys R Us and KB Toys. Fun. The Orlando trip was a nightmare back in 1987. William, do you mind me asking how old you are? Because the fact that you took a trip and that you remember in 1987, I mean, I graduated high school, I think, in 1986. That's right. So, you know, I remember things back in 87, but like, how old are you? Do you mind me asking? You don't have to answer. It's your prerogative, but I'm curious. So, We did Willow in the Wind. You're almost 45. Okay. Okay, you're older than I thought. I did not know that. It's neither here nor there, I guess, apropos of nothing, but interesting. So, we did a Willow in the Wind. We did I'm So Done. And boy, I guess I'll do When in Doubt, Wait. And then maybe No Worries. Or something else. I don't know. Those are two kind of upbeat songs in a row. We can do that. We can break the rules sometimes, right? I ought to, or I think it would meet some needs in our family for me to be somewhat. Although today, wait, is today Wednesday or Thursday? Today is Wednesday, so it's longer dinner. We have different dinners that we do different days of the week. Our Thursday dinner is super easy, so I feel I can. Oh, that was the trip where everything went wrong. Tell us the story, William, if you want. Those are always kind of funny. Those are the kinds of stories that are horrible in the time, but very funny sometimes in hindsight. Unless, or not. If they're that bad, sometimes they're not funny. All right, so this is a song about advice, based on advice my dad gave me, that has served me very well in my life, even though he wasn't exactly a perfect role model for it by any stretch. Don't know if he would dispute that if he were here, but the advice itself served me very well in my life, and it deserved a song. Somewhere along the line, my daddy told me, when in doubt is the best policy. And as time went by, more and more I could see, waiting to be sure was for sure the way for me. So I said, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. The choice will be great. I found getting in was easier than getting out. So I dare say no when I had any doubts. So I said, when in doubt, please don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. The choice will be great. And when I take time to calm my reptilian brain, I can hear my wise neocortex once again. So I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. The choice will be great. Thus, spotting all the pros and cons I can find, and connecting all the dots, it takes time. So I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. The choice will be great. Well, for years now, I've applied this theory and enjoyed the benefits say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. Choice will be great. Yeah, I say, when in doubt, don't. When in doubt, wait. Take your time. Choice will be great. Take your time. Choice will be great. Oh no, you were supposed to leave by the time we got to their beach rental. They were still sleeping at noon. Next, your little sister gets locked in the hotel room while your brother went to the hotel's arcade. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't understand the first one, their beach rental. We're supposed to leave by the time we got to the beach rental, like a house that you guys were renting on the beach. They were still sleeping at noon. It sounds bad. I mean, I'm getting the sense. I don't quite get the details, but I'm getting the sense. How did your sister get locked in the hotel room? Because shouldn't doors be openable from the inside, at least? I get getting locked out of a hotel room, but how do you get locked into the hotel room? Unless like you're too little to know how to unlock the door. Which could be. Oh, anyway. Oh. Vacations are so stressful because I hate to say that. That's such a privileged thing to say, I suppose. But they can be extremely stressful because you're sort of pinning, depending on how often you take a break and go somewhere, it's like so much is riding on having a good time on this one thing where you're finally getting a break. And sometimes you have to make reservations, like for camp spots in California anyway, like 6 months in advance. You don't know what the weather's going to be like. You don't know anything. You don't know what it's going to be like. And you're cramming oftentimes a lot in, and things can go wrong just like in regular daily life. And next thing you know, your vacation's ruined. And it's like you're so relieved to get back home. Anyway, God, I feel like I almost need starting with awareness. Like I'm realizing to be honest, it's so interesting. I wonder, maybe I should do how I want to be actually. Because I'm noticing that so I hired somebody to do something. And they just they got to a certain point where they were almost done, and then they just disappeared. They have not been reachable for weeks and weeks and weeks now. And so I started looking for somebody else, and I've been assuming I had this one person who would be a great backup, and it's been very comforting. Find out they're not available at all. And so all of a sudden, I was feeling much more sanguine about the first person disappearing, and all of a sudden now I'm mad at him. They had middle sister lost her wallet. Oh my God. After we ate, Mom said north instead of south going back home. Oh my God. So you went the wrong direction going back home. Your sister lost her wallet. That's serious. And they had a rental apartment. They had a rental apartment at the beach. Oh my God, what a nightmare. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm feeling so the theory in nonviolent communication anyway is that we cause anger. There's a vulnerable emotion, like a strong need. I guess I'm needing reliability, and I guess there's some element of to be understood by this person, and it's kind of complicated. And this need is not being met right now, and so then I'm telling myself they have a duty, they should do this or that, and that shoulding causes anger. That's the theory. And it feels right in myself, but I don't know if it's really what's truly going on. But so I think I want to do How I Want to Be. It's been a while since I've done that one, and it's kind of on point. It's inviting empathy and not demonizing people as a solution to your unmet needs. Being creative about alternative strategies is not discussed in there, but alternatively, I could do judgment free, but I think I'm gonna do How I Want to Be. It's a lot longer since I've done that one, and I'll at least do that one first. And honestly, that's like that'll be 4 songs. Overheated while you were trying to chase down my aunts in that family. Oh my God, William, how could this get any worse? Holy moly. This is horrible. Jeez. Do you feel like it's funny in hindsight now? Like, can you guys all look back on it and laugh about your horrible vacation? Or is it still too awful to laugh at? That's a long time ago, 1987. I mean, what is that? My math is not working. It's 15 plus. Holy crap, that's like 37 years or something, right? Can you guys all laugh at it now? No, wrong one. Do I see an evil man, or a man who's lost his way? Do I hear what's in his heart, or do I hear what his words say? So I do. I've learned how to think of things in a way that helps you think. I would have been away that I want to be. As a teen, I tried to meet my needs through judgment and anger. We got home around 3 a.m. They didn't get back until 7 a.m. Oh my God, what a nightmare, William. Just so crazy. Oh God. I do hope you guys can laugh at it now, though. In the long run, those are the best vacations because they provide really funny stories. What a nightmare. That would probably win some kind of contest in a worst vacation. That sounds really horrible. I think I'm going to take a picture of this and share it with not on Facebook or anything, but just with my family. That's really funny. Oh God. The only good thing out of it was the photo shoot with the Goofy at one of the theme parks in Disney World while you were in a cast. You were in a cast for this whole thing too? Oh man. Well, what a funny story, William. I'm sure that was a lot of effort to type out, but that kind of made my broadcast. I ought to go. Holy smokes, it's almost 6:45. What? I'm over my time. Thanks for being with me as always, my dear friends, William, Carrie, others live and replay. I appreciate you. As you know, TLC to you from me. Please, if you're new, consider following Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Tiffany TLC Music's the username everywhere. How handy. And tune in when you get notified for Modern American Folk on acoustic guitar, original music, and some bluesy songs and vocal looping songs as well. All right, thanks you guys. Have a good one. Till next time. Bye.